Even if it shakes a bit.
So this will be a little complicated calculation, but just to understand the concept, you may not need to remember the formula.
G is greater.
So both G will be cancelled on both sides. So on both sides G is there. So one will go below. Division it will be cancelled. Okay. 1 by 1 is 0. 1 by 1 is 5 by 5 will be 30. So this M is this rho W x BL. So this M is mass of the boat. Total mass of the boat. So now you get it. X B L rho W is 1000 equal to mass of boat, which will supply you X equal to mass of boat divided by 1000 multiplied by B multiplied by L. All of this came on this side, so it is below. So the amount of boat that will sink inside is this much. Okay? Now if mass of boat is very high, what will happen to X?
It will
cover whole H.
It may cover more than H also. In which case, if X becomes higher than H, then it means boat will sink. Correct? B we know, L we know. Okay? That we already put in.
Sometimes happens that in between of water something is there.
In between?
That's why,
Water.
that's what he's talking. Force.
If mass increases more than H, means if mass increases in a way in the boat that you are now, your question was that boat is loaded. So go on loading. X should not be more than H. Then you can go on loading.
What?
X should not be more than H.
If it will be, then
Yeah. So the capacity of boat will be decided by that how much height you have. By that we will calculate the mass that can be loaded on the boat.
When motor boat, X is motor. Motor is X in motor boat.
It is motor.
X.
Which
Motor is for.
going there.
Arey Baba, this is height.
What will be special?
This is simple boat. Don't use water boat, steamer, this, that. This is boat. You put motor inside, it will become motor boat. You put steam engine inside, it will become steamer.
So means
You put diesel engine inside, it will become a ship.
so something should be there. मतलब आपको X की जगह में कुछ तो होना चाहिए मतलब X.
No, X is the amount of.
How much is inside?
What is boat? It's a box. Okay? Steel box. The amount of box which is going inside the water. When you put it above the water, okay? When you start filling it with some mass, so it will sink inside, correct? Little bit at least. So that amount, how much amount of that box, how many meters of that box is inside the water, that is X.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि जैसे आप बोले कि लोड करते जाए मतलब X ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए H से.
हाँ.
तो मतलब वो कुछ ना कुछ तो ऐसा होगा कि
तो मास के बॉल.
हाँ जो उस लोड से ज़्यादा होगा ऐसा कुछ मतलब.
Yeah, so that is called the critical load. Beyond that you cannot fill.
वो कैसे पता लगाएंगे?
So from this formula you can get.
Volume.
You already know B, you already know L.
H.
Say B is 20. Let's compute. Mass is M that you can load. B is, this is 1000, and B is say 200 meters, and L is say B is say 50 meters, and L is say 200 meters. Okay. So now you have height h equal to say 20 meters.
Height.
H equal to 20 meters.
The part which is up of the water.
H is full height of
Whole
the
height. Whole
boat.
height.
Full height of the boat. Okay. Say h is 20 meters. And V and L are 50 meters and 200 meters. So what will happen? That x should not go beyond 20 meters.
If it will be 21 meter, then
21 meters means what?
sink.
That it has come here. The boat has come here. That is x means 21 meters. This is 20. This is 20 and your x is 21.
Then it will sink.
That means it has already sunk.
And it will be 19.
You understand? That's why it can be maximum h. But for safety we keep it like 1/3 of an h. It doesn't. We do not allow it to go more than.
If there will be 15x,
Roji,
then half it will means half.
but he can so nicely.
Hmm?
We come in nicely from here.
So
There will be mass of boat also. There will be mass of boat also.
yeah. So this is total mass. Either of boat, the mass of boat, the engine of the boat, whatever fuel it is taking, correct, and whatever things are loaded. This is total mass. So you have to calculate everything. So there will be like mass of boat, construction of the boat, the whole boat. It has engine, it has moving parts, it has its own weight, furniture, rooms inside it. Then mass of people who are, so that is one mass. Then there will be mass of people who are there, and there will be mass of fuel. So mass of fuel will be reducing time to time.
So it should be less than
So
this.
total mass should be less than this.
20,
It should be in a way that it is less than this.
20 meter, less than 20.
Then x remains less than 20 meters. So that capacity you get. Okay. Otherwise it will go down. Understood?
ship का कैसे?
This same principle is for ship. It's a box. Ship is also a box.
तो बॉक्स है लेकिन वो तो कोई आयरन है पूरा तो टूट जाएगा.
Iron हो कि कुछ भी हो. We already calculated that is in mass. The point is two forces, buoyancy force and its weight. They should, buoyancy force should be winning and weight should be losing. Then it will float, otherwise it will sink. So we managed both of them together to find out this formula.
लेकिन जैसे आपने बताया कि मतलब वो आयरन डूबता है पानी में. आयरन डूबता है पानी में. लेकिन फिर अगर आयरन को हम फेंक देंगे तो वो तो तैरेगा.
But this is not just iron, it is having a lot of space filled up. Why iron sinks in the water? Because the weight of iron is losing to buoyancy force. The weight of iron is more than that of the buoyancy force. Correct? That's why it is sinking. But we have designed it in a way iron box that the weight, the total weight is less than the buoyancy force experienced. That's why it is floating. So here, if you make the total weight more, then it will start sinking. That is all.
Roji, some things are like that.
See here, the whole space is air. So it's not the full density of iron.
Space is
Although it is made of iron, it is in air. So the effective density is less.
लेकिन ये जो लोड बढ़ते जाएगा.
बढ़ते जाए.
If you go on filling up the load, then it will sink.
तो शिप में तो कितना सारे लोग.
Others को उसके
That's why it's also having
limit
limiting
limit
factor.
load की limit की
You cannot go beyond some amount of load. It has so much load.
इधर
but it is
चैतन्य प्रभु कौन है? चैतन्य प्रभु आपको बोल रहा है फोन आया 3 बार. आप चैतन्य प्रभु चैतन्य का.
कर सकते
हाँ तो आपको मैसेज आया 3 बार आप आइए दीजिए.
You can go.
सॉरी डिस्टर्ब.
No, no.
आई एम वेरी सॉरी सर.
No. Okay, understood. Understood why ship floats. Yes.
Because it has space. So much space.
More than It's
Ultimately, space or no space, these are the two forces.
And
So
winning
when up till the point force of buoyancy is more than that of the weight, it will float. The moment it is more than this, it will start sinking. It will start going down.
one question is there.
That means bro, ships are designed in that way that buoyancy forces
Force
wins and
more.
this force will lose. That's why they
Yeah, they are
float.
designed in that way.
Like some particular designs and
But I have one question. Some things are there, they will float in between.
In between means
This much is water, they will be in here. They will be here, not up.
not up, not down.
I tried it. I tried it.
Well, I will deal with those things later.
ऐसा कोई शिप क्रैक कर जाता है
Yeah, those things will come.
उसमें पिक
उसमें कहीं ये शिप ऐसे डिजाइन नहीं थी कि buoyancy force ज्यादा हो, लेकिन अभी क्रैक आ गया तो
इतने से क्रैक से फिर पूरी डोंगी
What will happen if there is a crack here, or say crack here?
इस वाटर विल गो इनसाइड
Water will start filling inside. So now, water is filled up here. till here. Okay.
Then the height will less, x will more.
So now gravitational force is acting down, but as it goes on, going down, the water will go on filling into it, more and more, more and more, more and more.
and time will come fully.
So when the water is fully filled, at each and every time what happens, because this is made up of iron, so ultimately if there is no air inside, so the total weight is this much, and how much water is displaced? Only the body parts which are all of iron, they are only displacing the water. Correct? Right now what was happening is this much water was displaced while the body part was only this much. Correct? But now what is happening? Only this much water is displaced, everything else is water.
Okay, what
Only boundaries are displaced.
This is box. So previously what was happening? This much water was displaced while body part was only this much.
इसको हटाया
But now what is happening? If the water comes inside, then only this much water is displaced and body part is also this much. So now,
मतलब पानी अंदर घुस गया है
हाँ, पानी में घुस गया. So what happens? That because it is iron, so the weight of the body part will always win to the buoyancy because the density of iron is more than that of water. That's why if in a iron boat water fills up, then it will always sink because the density of iron is more than that of water. It was floating because here there was nothing.
Here was air only.
Yeah. So that's why total density become lesser, although the density of iron is more. That you can say.
if there will be
Bro,
wood boat
if we-
wood boat
If it is wood boat, then it will float.
If there is
If boat will not float, what will happen? Wood boat is there. So depending on the amount of weight which it is carrying, it will settle either like this or even sometimes like this.
Huh?
It may settle.
Down or the water also.
down
No, it is touching the surface of the water. It may happen like that depending on the weight. Because always wood parts are always lighter than water. So if majority of the thing on the boat is wood, then it will float. If the majority of the things on the boat, also the boat is made up of wood, but majority of the things in the boat are iron, then the boat may sink also.
they will crack
If there will be crack. Because when there is crack, then the principle of the submerged body is.
so that boat is like this wood boat if water will filling up then
Start filling up.
so then it will go in water
No, but wood is lighter than water.
So if there will be full water also, means
Yeah, then also wood will float.
Because
It will come up.
each
Again it
part
will
of
come
the
up.
boat is made of wood and every part can float.
Again it will
Yeah.
Yes.
So if a boat is made up of wood,
You
then
do.
even if there is crack,
Want to do?
it may sink, but it will not go down. It will just be floating on.
तो अंदर चली जाएगी पर
बार ऊपर आते जाएगी.
अंदर भी पूरी कितनी जाएगी, that will depend on how much weight is there.
so there will be no weight.
Then it may just go on floating. Then there is-
Floating means it will not sink.
it will not sink.
It will float.
Yeah.
But the water means water.
Previously it may be going like this. Now after crack, it may happen like this. Little more. That's it.
But not whole.
Water is coming and going. Water is coming and going.
Because it depends on what is the weight. That's it. Because wood is lighter than water.
If there is coming water because of weight,
But sometimes wood becomes heavier than water also. Some wood, seasoned wood. So in that case it may sink. Otherwise,
Bro,
so what is the meaning of season wood?
Making iron board.
iron board, iron is more durable than wood, easily available.
Iron.
Huh?
Wood is iron easily available. Wood.
No, wood is difficult.
trees are there, no, bro? So many.
The wood.
So many
Trees are
trees.
more than iron.
That wood is many things.
We got caught, why we are using wood, iron than wood at our place. Why do we use iron and not wood?
Because iron is strong and
Wood is
wood.
costlier and difficult to get.
Huh?
And iron is more durable than wood. Easily you can make many shapes out of it.
Iron.
Yeah, by melting it we can do.
If we will use once,
And there are so many other advantages.
And
wood
wood
तो पानी में खराब भी होती है.
and,
crop.
and wood we have to change like this if they will from
Yeah.
Dimak.
There will be problems of insects.
And wood.
It's high maintenance thing. Wood.
Wood
Wood
खराब
things will be used, but the whole body of God is made of iron because iron is very durable. It can withstand all type of natural disturbances. No, that is taken care of by paint and other ways. Steel,
And-
make it into steel.
So why wood boats are not खराब?
Spoil.
Spoil.
It can because
Because
it
wood-
is water.
Wood by touching the water, wood is spoiled.
No, it is not like that. By being in water, wood becomes more strong.
But ply became
Ply has a
bread.
plywood is a different.
Ply is also wood.
No.
Plywood is not wood. Plywood is a ply.
Of
छाल of
ganna.
wood, छाल
Ganna.
छाल of wood.
The waste of wood, what you say, stuck together.
Chop.
Oh, means
Made into
उसमें से वो
चिपका के
चिपका
Bro,
It's plywood. It's a waste of wood.
अच्छा वो जो भूसा सब निकलता है तो
छाल छाल wood की छाल.
this
No,
वो सब
if we
निकलता है
throw
ना,
one,
ऐसे
गन्ने का
Hot rolling. Hot rolling. Rolling करके चिपका दिया पूरा और पतला कुछ लगा दिया. That's it. That is plywood.
आप फिर में जो बनने का वो था ना फाड़ के देखो भूसा भूसा तो
That's why ply is a problem, not the wood.
इसलिए करता
Wood,
है.
as much as it is in water, it becomes strong.
somebody is saying that in Tamil Nadu yes, they are saying that in our village they would put
They will put wood in
well or they are saying in this samudra ocean
only
ocean,
Then-
well,
then
river
this namak
for 6 months.
means there will be no dimak. So Shyam Krishna Puri was saying.
Okay.
so if we put empty iron box, then it will float. But iron bar, if we put in water,
Then
then
it will sink.
it will sink.
It will sink.
Because why? Because the inside air is there. It is empty. So
It is empty because the air is there inside. So total density has become less. But if you puncture that box and then you put that box, so again water will fill and it will also sink. But that will not happen with wood. That's all.
And if things are put inside the box,
If
means some things are put.
yeah, so depending on the weight, total weight, the same formula will apply.
What?
We did
What you doing?
exactly the similar will happen. Depending on the total weight which we are putting inside, it will sink or it will float. That will be inside this.
How was Titanic? Was
By iceberg.
Titanic,
Iceberg. What to say? Ice.
I saw
Titanic got hit by an iceberg.
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 but they can't see. Iceberg is there.
See what happened with Titanic. This is ocean surface.
And this must be his Titanic.
This is iceberg.
This must be.
No, it is going down.
This is whole big mountain of ice, you can say.
Up to the
About,
ground of.
about the ocean surface, only this much is visible.
Oh.
Ship Titanic is coming like this.
Oh, it's.
They saw that.
Huh?
What? What is this?
It's Nitla part.
Like this, Prabhuji.
With this much high.
Huh?
They design ships like this, very much down, everything is down, people are staying down, up, some little things are there. So this is Titan going. So what will happen?
Nitla part.
And water will come in full speed.
See, crack.
Thickness and crack.
It's going with speed and you are, come on, bro.
40 km per hour
You are just
speed.
striking, such a big ship is striking with an iceberg. It will crack.
In water, speed is very less.
But 40 km per hour speed.
Ah yes, it was going like that.
In
That's
water 40 kilometers.
Such a big ship, it will clash.
Pressure
with
will
an
also
iceberg.
there.
It will always be a problem. Now they were very much
Proud.
assured
Yes.
that this is the first ship they made with some new type of iron alloy. Iron.
And they said God will.
They
God
said
can
that
also not
God
it,
can.
it cannot break. The point was that usually the iron or other things are there when you bend very much or when you hit it with more strength, more impact load. Impact, you understand? Force and marna. So if there is
Force.
an impact, then it is called the brittleness of something. Brittleness, say chalk is brittle. If you do like this, it
It
will
will break.
crack. But same thing is not with this pen. Right? It is not brittle.
It will fold.
If you do like this, it will not crack. It will,
Bend.
It will bend.
But if you will do more than it will crack.
So it will do. If you do more, it will crack. But if you design it like in a way that even if you do like this, it will not crack fully.
Like
That is
rope.
more malleable. That is called more malleable. It's not crackable. What I used the word before?
Malleable.
Brittle. It is not brittle. It is malleable. So they made iron in a way that it is very much malleable. Even if you put a lot of impact load, it will just bend like this. So impact load means जोर से. This is impact load. जोर से force एक बार में force दे दिया.
Then also it will not
ये
break.
धीरे धीरे force दिया. Constant load. This impact load. दोनों में अंतर है ना? So impact load से by impact load more damage is done. So this is impact load. Here it just clashes. So immediately a lot of force is there in few seconds, in very little time. So they were sure that even if there is iceberg, no problem. Even if it
We
hits
will
some
break
ice,
it.
then it may just deform the body to some extent, but it will not produce a crack.
But it will
Because
fall.
when the crack is produced, then only water can come in. If the body is deformed, the water will not come in. So it will not sink. That's why they were very much sure that even if there is iceberg, no problem.
I heard that they said if God will
Yeah.
Also.
So that's why they were very much sure. So they saw also some little icebergs. So they thought, okay, we will just avoid it somehow and go away, no problem. Even if it hits, no problem. And it hit. They were not having any much problem. Okay, our ship cannot sink. So after some time they heard that water is coming in. Somewhere it cracked. The problem was the iron which they made at that time. So that was tested for temperatures not very below. Now they were working in the Antarctica, where the water temperatures are like 4 degrees centigrade. So what happened? The material of this iron material which they manufactured had got brittle. That became brittle at that time. Brittle means chopped, just means the
कड़क हो गया.
yeah, थोड़ा कड़क हो गया.
Iron कड़क हो गया.
Little, it became little brittle, more than what they thought that it should be. It did not remain so flexible, so it cracked.
So, this Titan went first time from
That was first time. I don't know. from
New York to Washington.
I don't know from where.
Europe to Washington.
Sorry, London to New York. London.
So why Antarctica is?
Antarctica.
Antarctica is down.
Antarctica is very down, man.
If you don't know, don't speak.
Not down.
It was
This is
there
Antarctica. This is not Atlantic Ocean.
somewhere. That one Manoram.
You heard wrong.
In book.
That book is also there. These icebergs.
So in Arctic Ocean also icebergs are there, no?
But this was done in Antarctica.
So why they went there?
People have money, they have prestige. So we want to go to Antarctica. We went and came back. See the Titanic, giving so much money. Everyone, it's all the very wealthy, rich people were there in this.
I all died.
One was saved.
They all rode.
one woman was saved.
One was saved.
They all rode. R-O-D. Right? Rode. Rode is in past tense. They
By
all
which?
rode on the ship.
Oh.
And died.
And
Road. Already
they
road.
thought that this is our prestige. We are traveling on
There were
the
no ships.
costliest ever ship. Costliest ever ship.
I heard that now they are making second Titan.
Ah.
Okay, let them man.
It will also
Rest
sink.
of money.
It will also sink
Whatever is there, it's
on
rest.
first voyage.
Nothing else.
Is there movie?
Titanic is a movie also.
Yeah,
For that they made.
When
said
it's
that
happened in
God-
which year?
I don't know.
That was also.
Okay. So this was about ship. Only one thing about it now. If we see from side the ship, right now, up till now we were seeing it from front. Even if you can see it from side, no problem. This is the length. This was X. Okay. This is height. What they do now, actually every ship has, besides the rooms and everything which they have particular compartments which are left empty for creating a sufficient amount of buoyancy force. So say this bottom part, this much part is left empty.
No one is doing this.
Nothing is there, just space. So that it can create buoyancy force. It's just completely closed from all sides.
So
So
brother,
that
it
no
will
water
become
can
like
come.
this.
No water can come inside. No, the whole bottom is like that.
So if water will come, then
So
no one,
if
no
there's
one
a,
can know. Means water is it is cracked like
if
this.
there is a puncture here, so water will fill in,
Ah.
and there is a danger that whole ship will sink. So what they do, they divide it into compartments. This space also, individual compartments.
So compartment will sink.
Okay.
Not
So if
compartment.
just this, if crack happens here, then
So it will-
water will fill only here, not other places.
Hmm.
Another crack happens here, then it will. So some part of that is filled. So ship will sink a little, but not fully.